What's going on? I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're loving that self that is you. We got to love ourselves and support ourselves. I'm Dank Fart, the pirate poet. Fart is spelled P-H-A-R-T, is an acronym for pretty hot and reasonably talented. I am here today to share with you about the beginnings of my journey into developing community events and holding space for community events and helping create culture or thriving. For me, it started in Iowa City pretty much as soon as I graduated from the University of Iowa with a degree in theater in 2005. I remember very clearly I was walking around town one day and I was thinking to myself, okay, so I'm an artist, specifically a poet. How do I become successful at that level? Which means like getting to be able to get my needs met through being an artist. And the thought that came to me instantaneously was make successful art community and plug yourself into it, and then you'll be a successful artist. And from there I was like, all right, well, what does that look like? And then I decided to found an open mic in Iowa City. And how I made that happen was I just went to every venue that I could think of. And I walked in and I asked to talk to someone that was hosting or coordinated the events. And I told them what I wanted to do. And one of them said yes. I have found over the years that there's always a venue that has a night that they don't really have much going on, and if you can bring people in, they will support it because they need people in there to purchase things and make things happen. And so if you show up and you have a little bit of a plan, they will support you in doing that. And then from there, I started working with the Evolver Network, which was now the Bloom Network is an organization that focuses on grassroots culture organizing that is very community driven and decentralized to provide a template for people to start creating community around the needs that their community needs, and figuring out how they can come together and support and collaborate and grow and become more sustainable and regenerative together locally in their community. It was in 2011 that I moved to Boulder, Colorado from Iowa City with the intention to get really deeply involved in the art community and help myself grow as an artist. What really drew me to Boulder was that it was a super active art community, and there was a lot going on that I felt I could tap into that would be supportive of me, that I could support within it, and also most definitely the cannabis movement. My name Dank Fart is in reference to the amount of pot that I smoke. A friend said, "You smoke so much pot, your farts smell like dank, you're Dank Fart." And thus I was born about a decade ago as Dank Fart. But yeah, I came out to Boulder, started working with the Evolver Network right away. I'm still working with them as Bloom Network here in Boulder, and just started producing events. And a lot of the events that I've produced over the years haven't been a financial success, but they've been highly successful in cultivating community and people's heartfelt sharing of the experiences that they have at the events that I do are what have kept me going, keeping me inspired, and providing space for people to find their voice. I've had many times on the open mics that I've hosted over the years, and I've been hosting them for now 10 years, telling me that they were always too kind of timid to get up on the mic, but the space that I held gave them the confidence to get up and explore and start to find themselves as an artist. I also, throughout my times running open mics, held stages where there were just two artists that randomly got together and started collaborating. Next thing you know, 6 months later, they're a band together. And that's what really drives me and feeds me, is more creativity, more art, more happening out in the world. And that's what my goal is, not just for me as an artist to be successful in getting my needs met, but how can I help create and inspire more creativity, more art, more collaboration, more growth, more amazingness. And it's been a lot of just showing up. There have been a lot of events that I've done where there was pretty much no one that was there except for the bartender, and they still appreciated me showing up, the energy that I was putting in. And you just have to continue to just keep putting in that work and eventually it'll all come together. You got to get yourself out there, putting out flyers. There's a lot of things. I would recommend putting together a team, not trying to just do it on your own, but also not doing it for your own fame and success, but doing it because it brings people together, it brings community together, brings people to be inspired and share their gifts with the world, which is really what it's all about. I love just people creating at their highest level and from their heart. At their highest level, it's whatever it is they can do and whatever they want to share. It's not about necessarily being the most refined and the most aesthetically perfect, that cuts to there, but you got to start somewhere, and just creating spaces for people to even begin is so powerful. And you got to just keep on pushing and just keep on showing up. The way I've gotten to here in my life is just by continuing to show up, believing in myself, believing in the people around me and the community around me, and that I know we can do it. And even when I, sometimes will get down and be like, oh man, no one's here, or am I doing it as valuable? And then maybe just one person will show up, and that one person will be like, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for doing this and supporting that space. And that's what drives me. I have done a lot of major events like festivals and various different things, some of the biggest festivals in Colorado, without getting really paid anything except for a volunteer ticket in, and working for within a week on 20 hours, and just pretty much just being there to work, but supporting this larger environment and this larger community and creating networks and relationships. So that's really what it is and how we can get to go into the world. And so if you're looking to start something and do something, just put together a proposal. Go around to the places in your community, just show up, ask what they have available for space. They need their space filled. Find your other people that are doing creations, whatever art. Make a simple graphic. Canva, C-A-N-V-A, is a great place to start. I don't have any technical graphics design skills. All of that Adobe Premiere, that stuff there's a lot of learning that goes into it. Canva is a very simple platform that you can download onto your phone, use on a computer. They have a free version of it, and you can make really beautiful graphics. Unsplash.com, you can get all kinds of really beautiful photos for free. It's good to credit the photographers and the creators. We have all of these access to all of these different tools. We are in such a time of abundance. Go out and share your gifts. Create events that help other people share their gifts. Let's live inspired together. And that's what a large part of this campaign that I'm working on is: the P.O.E.M, the Peace on Earth movement, and the Peaceful Mother Lover Challenge, where you make peace on Earth by making peace signs on the earth, and then contribute $1 to me, Dankfart, Venmo, Dankfart, DANK-PHART, PayPal, dankfart@gmail.com, DANKPHART@gmail.com. 33% of that goes to different organizations working with permaculture, regenerative culture, and also plant medicines and psychedelics, all working together to create a more healthy planet and healthy us and healthy relationships. And we can all thrive together. Please join me in this movement.